Hey guys, thanks for tuning in for the Detour Live again. It's a special episode because it's Benjamin Button of Cycling's birthday today. Happy 21st to John Iffy Trevorrow. Round of applause. Mate, how's your day been? You coming into the show red hot or what?
Yes, it was a great day actually, and we only got back in the bubble today after we had to do another PCR this morning. Vazzy and I, we passed, so we're back in the bubble. The perfect timing, and we got to the stage very early. And Vazzy started making me Aperol spritz and all of this. So it's been a big day.
Well, you've been saying to me for ages, I need to get the axe out on the guitar. So here you go. Iffy, here's your present. Happy birthday to you. Birthday to you. Happy birthday to Iffy. Happy birthday to you. There you go, John. Thanks, mate. Happy birthday.
Thank you, Daniel. Thank you, Daniel. Yeah.
They all say, what did you get, John? Well, that's it. It's cheap. From the heart.
No. I had a bottle of Chateau de Neuf de Pape, or whatever it is, the famous 2010. Vazzy got me. We had that at dinner, and
there it is.
Yeah, there it is. There, yeah. And it's the head boys at the table. All good, and there's a couple of tables. Yeah, a couple of tables over the back who had nothing to do with us, but they turned the lights off and brought a cake out. So they thought, what is going on? Anyway, it was all good.
Yeah. What sort of cake did you have?
There it is. It was actually specially made by the chef, and it was tiramisu cake.
Oh yeah.
It's bloody beautiful, actually.
Well, there's some footage there. There's the crew. Yeah. Oh, let's ciao. There you go, darn.
Fausto or
Fausto.
Yeah, one of those. Yeah, they're all there. All the whole stage. They're a wonderful group of people. Absolutely wonderful group of people.
Yeah. Well, obviously the big talking point was the sprint. Caleb Ewan, unfortunately, from an Australian perspective, he's missed his chance to.
Well, I don't know if that's the biggest talking point. I think actually the biggest talking point today was the non-starting of Gamay from his champagne popping drama the day before, and out of the Giro, didn't even start. So I reckon that's the biggest talking point of the day.
Really? I obviously got up a bit late and missed that story.
So yeah. Well, there was a picture of him with a big patch over his eye, but the injury was too bad to his eye, which is a real shame for a whole stack of reasons. One, we don't get to see this amazing man who would have won more stages for sure, but he didn't even get to, reflect in the glory of the win, to be at the start and to be celebrated or anything. So, yeah, he's out.
Well, as a result, they've eliminated corks from the champagne bottles. Like that.
Yes.
So he has created more history.
Closing the stable door after the horse is bolted, I think. But anyway.
Do we know what extent the eye injury was? Because
no, I haven't read any of that. I've looked, but it just, they're very delicate things. You get a small eye injury, scratch, whatever, it takes days to heal, and you can't be riding with one eye.
Well, I had a friend who played professional Aussie rules football here in Australia, and he got a football to his eye, went to smother it. And what happened was the eyeball went in and it snapped back, and it detached or it burst one of the, I think it was behind the retina or whatever. And he has lost vision in his eye as a result. If he covers his eye, he's only got 20% vision, and that's permanent. That was from a footy injury. So you're dead right. And the process of recovery he had a patch on, but he had to have the patch on for like 10 weeks and, not be, in sort of dark rooms and things like that.
Well, we will all come out, I guess. So it was the biggest story to start the day. But then interesting stage. It was, pancake flat, as the proverbial hat, as we say. And there it was. But there was a lot of wind. And tailwind for the first three quarters, and then after they came around Modena, it started to the smaller roads and side winds, but it never really got into unprotected territory where it could split apart. You could see it was about to, but it just never happened.
Got a couple of live comments. Fiona says, "Happy birthday, Iffy. Hope you've enjoyed a wonderful day with some sunshine at the Giro." Brian Collier says, "Happy birthday, John." And Kim Dixon says, "Shame no Aussie win on your birthday, John, but looks like you had a great day." Now, here's obviously you were very busy pre-start so that you could relax post-race. And here's all the interviews Johnny had before the start today.
Okay, Miles, your predictions for yesterday were pretty spot on. You thought he maybe would just get over that last hill, Anu, but he got very close.
Yeah, he did, but I mean, they just went too hard in the last climb with the climbers attacking. I think Bike Exchange were going, and when they go at that pace, and then it was definitely too hard. But yeah, Arno was really strong yesterday. He looked better than last week even. Last week he was fast in the sprints, obviously, but struggling a bit when the road was going up, and so that looks really promising for today. Yeah.
So today looks like the first real big battle of the sprinters. In other words, everyone should be there.
Yeah, today will be a massive battle. Like I was talking about Caleb yesterday, like he'll be getting really desperate now. He needs to get a stage win because he'll be going home. Cavendish will be motivated. Like it's a pure sprint day today. It's completely flat and it's going to be windy as well. So I don't know if it's going to split. You never know with that, but it'll definitely be stressful. Yeah.
So for you, you've got a double roll today, of course, because, as you say, it could be windy, which means splits, so you'll be doing a lot of work there, and then, of course, you're critical in the final lead-out.
Yeah. I mean, we have for today, there's not a day that'll suit us better. Today, like, this biggest chance. I mean, the average weight of our team is 76 kilo, and I think we're the tallest. Well, I think we're the tallest and the heaviest team on average in the race, and today's 200k completely flat, crosswinds and a sprint at the end. Like, this is a massive opportunity. Obviously, we've already won 2 stages here, but if we don't win today, I think it's an opportunity miss, but it's never easy. I mean, you've got really fast guys also in that final, but as a team, I think we can be confident, yeah.
Thanks, mate. Good luck today. One last question. Yeah. Have you ever seen anyone get hit in the eye with a champagne cork before?
No, but it seems to be common in this race. I heard it happened to Van der Poel already, so if Arno wins today, he needs to be a bit cautious, I think. Yeah.
Good luck today, mate.
Yeah, thanks. Cheers.
Okay, Jolly, well, we haven't spoken with you since your great stage win on Blockhouse the other day, so we'll go with that first. Pretty amazing day.
Yeah, it was, a bit unexpected, I guess. I didn't really think I was going to be fighting for the stage win, to be honest. When the attack started going down, I wasn't feeling super great. So yeah, it was pretty nice to fight back to the front guys and then take out the sprint. It was pretty emotional win for me, actually. So
I read that that was your training ground back in your amateur days, and you smelt the what is it? The
genie. Yeah, it's like a famous dish of that region of Italy. It's like
barbecued lamb skewers. We were right into it, mate.
It's like it's probably like what's your back to say? It's probably like some of the I don't know, some of the worst quality meat you can get, and then you put it on a skewer and barbecue it with this special barbecue, but it's pretty iconic and smells pretty great, actually. So yeah.
Now today it's not as stressful as far as it's as flat as the proverbial hat, but with a bit of wind that's predicted, it's always a dangerous splits.
Yeah, it's probably the easiest day on paper, but I think with the conditions it's going to be pretty hard and pretty stressful, to be honest. I think the wind's quite strong, and a lot of the stages in a straight line, and then we come to Bologna, and then I think after Bologna it'll be very stressful exiting the city, and then stressful all the way to the finish.
Good luck today, mate, and we'll talk to you again before you get into the big climbs.
Yeah, thanks very much. Also, just want to say, big thanks for all the support from back home. It's been really, really special, all the people staying up late, watching the racing, and sending me messages, and getting in touch with the team and everything. It's really special. So big thanks to everyone back home.
Good luck, mate. So, Albie, Caleb, he looked in a bit of in a world of pain yesterday.
Yeah, sometimes after a rest day, you go through rest day blues. He didn't have a good day, but he got through it. And today is one that we've had on the cards for a while now. So the best thing was to get through the day and concentrate on what's coming up today. So get through yesterday and concentrate on what's coming up today.
It looks like, with the terrain as flat as the proverbial hat, it looks like it will be definitely a bunch sprint unless the wind plays havoc.
Yeah, that's right, Johnny. It's going to be a big tailwind for the first half of it, I suppose. But yeah, it is windy. It's probably the most windiest day we've had so far this Giro, so it is a factor we're taking into account. And obviously a flat day, as you mentioned, mate. So normally it should be a bunch sprint, but with windy days, we have to be really alert on, especially in that last final half of the race.
I'm really looking forward to this one because it is, probably the real sprinters' day, and they're all here and they're all desperate.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, Reggio Emilia's been in the Giro for a while now, and big sprint stages always happen in Reggio Emilia, and today it's not going to be any different. There's been a bit of time between drinks before since the last opportunity for the sprinters, so you got to take your opportunities when they arrive. So the sprinters will be aware of that, and we'll be going for it.
Thanks, Albie. Good luck today, mate.
No worries. Thank you.
Morning, Caleb. Firstly, you did look like you're in a world of pain yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday was pretty bad. Got dropped quite early by myself, and obviously I had to try to make it within the time limit. So yesterday was hard.
So what was the actual issue? Because normally you would handle that quite easily. There were a lot of sprinters who stayed a lot longer than you who would normally be gone well before you. So was there any issue?
Yeah, I don't know actually. I think, every now and then, after a rest day, your body just sometimes it falls asleep on the rest day and doesn't wake back up the next day. And I think I had a bit of a case of that. I don't know. Like you said, usually I'd handle small climbs like that quite, not easy, but I'd be able to hang on a lot longer than I did. I was just having a super bad day, and it happens, and yesterday was one of those days where I just didn't have very good legs, and luckily I made it within the time limit though, and I can still try to go for the stage today.
Well, today is everyone's saying the sprint day of the Giro. It's flat as the proverbial hat, and it'll be a showdown between all you sprinters for sure. Yeah,
I think today's probably the last almost guaranteed chance of a sprint. So I think it will be a showdown. So I'm hoping for good legs today, and we'll see what happens.
And I guess it's predicted wind, especially in the last quarter of side winds. That means you'll have to be on full alert.
Yeah, for sure. I think it is quite windy. You can even feel it now. A lot of it will be tailwind, but like you said, in the last quarter there should be a little bit of crosswind. So we'll have to be alert there, and but you have to be at the front anyway there if you're going for the sprint. So we'll be up there and see what happens.
Good luck today, and I really hope you win, not just for Australia, but also we want to see Albie going off in the car again.
Yeah, I hope so. Obviously I haven't won yet, so pressure's on today, so we'll see.
Good luck, mate.
Cheers.
Flat as the proverbial, John. Slip that in a few times.
I used that once or twice or 4 times, I think. I probably could have just said flat as a shit cutter's hat, but there you go.
All right, well, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll unpack more from stage 11 at the Giro.
Look at this bike. You think it's just a bike, right? But it's not. It's a bike. 374 people are looking at. This guy, this girl, them, all looking at it. People from here, there, and wherever this is. People that are looking for a bike. Or just a piece of it. Amateurs, semi-amateurs, and pro-amateurs. This guy wants this bike, but with this crank and these bars. This could be the perfect match. But not this one. This girl has a bike to sell, and thousands of people might purchase it. Eyes on Bikes help grow small businesses. His, hers, yours. And the latest data and insights help those businesses keep moving. We are the world's #1 bike marketplace, with over 500,000 products and 900 brands, where buyers and sellers are brought together in a place where a bike is never just a bike. Bike Exchange, where the world buys, sells, learns, and rides.
Feel more in every moment. The all-new Lexus NX.
Thanks again to Bike Exchange. Head over to bikeexchange.com.au for anything you need to do with bikes, and Lexus of Blackburn.com.au. See Andrew Moore and the family. And we've got a photo, John, of the Bay Crits. Didn't forget
Thanks,
that.
mate. Yes, I got that. There's Blake Quick and Ruby Rose McGannon, the winners of last January's Blackburn Bay Crits, popping out. And,
And also,
John,
off you go. Your chance today.
No, it's you, mate. No.
Head over to jayco.com.au for the 2022 range of camper vans and everything to do with the outdoors. They've got a fantastic new lineup, and they are the industry leaders for a reason. jayco.com.au. And as we always say, support the companies that support cycling, and they've gone absolutely gangbusters, particularly over the last couple of years with COVID and the lockdowns and people understanding how important it is to see a bit of your backyard. And they're industry leaders for a reason. They're bloody good at what they do. So go to jayco.com.au. Now, we've got a video of post-race reaction from Alberto Danesi. It was a fantastic win. And the Italian first stage winner for this year was definitely up and about.
Yes, it feels pretty special. And it's the Giro. And to be honest, it feels more special than the Vuelta, because it's your home Grand Tour, and I'm pretty close to my parents also, and I don't know what to say. It feels amazing.
Yeah, and you first Italian winner in this Giro.
Yes, hopefully I'm not the last one, and we can get some stages. It's been difficult the first 10, but hopefully in the next 10 stages we can be good, and can get some wins as Italians.
Tell us about the sprint. That was a bit of a weird one, if I can say. Demar starting a bit early. Tell us about it.
Yeah, to be honest, I was just trying to get the best result possible, because in the corner I was a bit far back. But then I got a good slingshot, and then in the last meters was like, okay, I'm getting a podium here, and then at the last 10 meters I could pass Fernando, so I could win.
What was the more stressful, to do the sprint or to open the champagne bottle?
No, I knew that was a bit dangerous, so I tried to do my best there, and I just opened the bottle towards the spectators, and nobody got. Now we laugh about it, but it was not nice yesterday. But I didn't harm myself.
Geez, when you do think about it, like to be eliminated from a race because of a champagne bottle, and you think of, as you said, Gamay could have won more stages. He probably would have.
Oh, no doubt.
It is a big story.
It's a huge story. One, he's the first black African to win a stage in a Grand Tour. Okay, there's the big story. And then he's the first person to get eliminated by popping themselves in the eye with a bloody champagne cork. So it's a double whammy. It's a really, and it's such a shame. It's amazing how quick this guy has come up, because not long ago, stages like that, everyone would just be talking about Mathieu van der Poel. Oh, that's a Mathieu van der Poel stage.
Yeah, that's right.
But it's all changed now. From the start of this tour, everyone's been saying, it's a Mathieu van der Poel or Gourmet stage. He's straight away been put into that class. And I've never seen Van der Poel try any harder than on stage when he just got Gourmet. He had to use every bit of energy he had and collapsed, couldn't even talk. And Gourmet was fine. Okay, just nearly got there, He's amazing. Yeah, it's just such a real shame. But Alberto Danese, he's also only young. And I remember he won the first stage of the last Sun Tour that we had, 2020 Sun Tour. First stage into Shepparton, beat very young Caden Groves. And then Groves, he's turned it around 2 days later and beat him in stage 3 into Wangaratta. And I think Caden won the last stage in Melbourne. But, so that's what I think you might have seen ran second or third, I think, in the Cadell race, Danese, in 2020 as well.
Well, it's funny you're talking about Van der Poel and Gourmet. Matty Keane was talking on the Wenger show the other day for Cycling Tips about there was a social media post where Gourmet or whatever mentioned about, in a journalistic comment, it's good to go toe to toe with Mathieu van der Poel or whatever. And Van der Poel replied with a laughing emoji, as if to go, whatever, mate, you're putting yourself in my class. And that's why when he won, everyone said, who's laughing down? But it was good sportsmanship, as we said, with a thumbs up after the line. So, Karen Jones, happy birthday, John, from Karen and the Jones family. And
thank you, Karen.
Volker says, on the SBS mic now, John, need a detour one as well. Happy birthday. No, stick with where your bread's buttered, they say.
With butter's breaded, yes.
Yeah, that's it. Now, obviously, where to go to from here with Caleb. I saw a bit of commentary with a few of the guys saying, look, there's more to it than the physical. They're saying, it is a big pressure cooker, being a sprinter. And they said it didn't look like he had the same fire in the belly. Does he go away now, recover? As I say, just go to the beach for a week, mate. Reset.
You're in your bloody beach. You're in your beach. I can tell you one thing about Cadell. Caleb. About seriously, Caleb is as tough as nails, and he doesn't get done in the head. He just went off the boil a couple of days ago. Yesterday, seeing him drop so early on his own, having to fight all the way. He just didn't recover from that for today. Even though he was there, he was right there in the mix of the sprint. It was a great sprint. They all went early, whatever. And he was in the right spot. Caleb in form. I got in form, Caleb would just have done exactly what Danese did, sprinted down the side, but he just didn't have it. And he had really good form at the start. I reckon that form knocked a little bit out of him, but one stage, if he'd thrown the bike properly on that other stage, he would have beaten Demar because it was 1 millimeter and it was a terrible throw. That's what cost it in that stage. And we wouldn't be so 1 millimeter. We would be saying, oh well, he got a stage, but that's how close it is. So he was almost third, crashed, second by 1 millimeter, and now he probably. Look, I haven't said where he's going, but I wouldn't be surprised if he even starts tomorrow. But we'll see. But because he definitely isn't right. So, but he will recharge and he'll be winning stages in the Tour de France. I have no doubt.
Yeah, Cycling Tips was also talking about in terms of sprint news. Tim Merlier apparently is going to be heading to Quick Step,
and they're the Wolf Pack.
Yeah, well, that poses a question: will Cav get a contract for next year with Quick Step?
No.
What do you think is going to happen with Cav then?
I don't think he wants to go to Quick Step. I think Cav wants to have one more go at the Tour de France, and there'll be a team that will take him to the Tour de France next year. A huge publicity. He's still sprinting well. I mean, his stage win, just last week was fantastic. And I wouldn't be surprised to see him win another one. There's only a couple of opportunities coming up. If he gets through and he plans to go all the way, so he could probably win another stage. He won't get to the Tour de France this year, but he wants one last crack at it to break that record. So one of the small teams would be crazy not to take him. So that a deal will be done.
Any idea which team would be the best?
No,
fit with?
no, I don't know. I don't know. Look, there are plenty who would fit with. The small teams that ride the tour and don't get much of an opportunity.
Cofidis.
Well, he would fit right in there, wouldn't he? Got some good. Got a pretty good sprint train as well. And the Consoni, he's pretty quick. Look, interesting, isn't it?
Stage 12. It's got a Cat 3, 97 kilometres in. There's another one, 151k and 173. It's 204 all up. Who do you see? Is breakaway day iffy?
Yes, it's definitely a breakaway day, and I wouldn't be surprised to see Van der Poel go in it because I think his team just aren't going to chase all day defending. I think they're better off with him in it. I think it's a breakaway day. It's a Van der Poel gourmet day, but no gourmet.
Well, you talked about Bike Exchange Jayco. Yeah, it could be a good opportunity for Damien Housen or one of the guys to get up the road and get in the break and try and peg another stage.
Yes, but a lot of effort. But if they've got someone, they're not quite fast enough to win in these groups. It's not like it's a climb near the end. I think they've got a plan, and I think their plan is to win some mountain stages. You've got Lucas, Simon. I would be surprised if Simon doesn't win at least one stage. I reckon he'll win more than that. I reckon he'll win a couple of stages. Yeah. And he's coming good. You can see. And Heppy was off the front today. He actually closed the last gap down to the Alpecin guy that was up the road. So he was looking good. And we're going to have a good chat in the morning with Chris Jules Jensen. So we had one of our Detour fans asked that the other day, and I always plan to anyway because he's a character, and we'll get some good stuff out of him. He's been super aggressive the last couple of days as well.
Yep. And the cuisine, Iffy, it's been up to scratch. Obviously, there's never a bad feed at the Giro. That's always the highlight. What's the local? You talked to Jai Hindley the other day about the barbecues and the lambs. What's the sort of speciality around this
area here is called the Food Bowl. It's quite famous for the freshest of vegetables and meats, veal, beautiful veal something tonight. But the specialty was especially my homemade cake, my birthday cake. That was something else. But no, the food's been great. I think Vazzy sent you through some snaps, as he always does. I'm sure you got some stuff in there. But,
no, it was just all these sort of ones, like you on the grogs. There's another one. And there's another one.
That's the Chateau de Neuf de Pape, 2010. Yeah. Neuf de Pape, whatever you say. Yeah. No, it's been a wonderful day, and I don't get on Facebook that much when I'm on tour, but I just flicked on before, and I've got hundreds of messages I'm going to have to answer. So thank you very much to all of those people who wish me happy birthday. It's pretty special.
Well, get back into it, Iffy. Enjoy the rest of your birthday. And as we always say, youtube.com/Detour Podcast. Thanks to everyone for liking, sharing, subscribing, telling your mates, and getting behind the show. And we'll be back again same time tomorrow to recap all the action from stage number 12. And look forward to all the gold nuggets you'll get before the start, Iffy. You can't say it's flat as the proverbial tomorrow, so you have to come up with a new angle.
Well, because it's not.
Yeah, that's right. You can say it's not as flat as the proverbial today, guys. Yeah.
Well, I'll chase down Chris Hamilton tomorrow because he was very strong in Denazi's win up there working for him. So I'll unpack a bit of their celebration last night. Yeah.
Sounds good. Stay tuned, guys. We'll see you again tomorrow. Cheers.
This is the winning